Alright YouTube, well it's Cyan Music, and guess what? I just fixed the straps on my camera mount. I just had to actually hook one of the straps back in, and then I adjusted my top strap. And then today I got something planned for you guys. If y'all watched my 50 Hertz relaxation or listened to it, that's a part of this. But before I show it to you guys, we're going to do like how we've been doing it. And we're also going to present the fixed strap on the camera mount. And in fact, it's the strap that goes on the right side of my head. I fixed it, and it is sitting nicely. Although the camera might move around just a bit, I might have to adjust that with my top strap. But we're going to present it much like we would present if we were presenting haggis at a Scottish burn supper. Got the small pipes with me. Let me just tune the pipes real quick. You can also hear the bass drone up there, and there's some blue light with a little bit of Olo. There's the bass drone. That took a little long, but I had to tune the pipes, and you'll actually have to hear me actually tune them on this channel. Normally I do it on the LMR Bagpipes YouTube channel. I'm going to go ahead and adjust the strap a little bit, just to kind of make sure it fits. I'm just going to adjust a little bit. Thankfully I fixed up the strap. There we go, now it's a little tight. Alright, so time for some 50 Hertz and 75 Hertz. I did a relaxation song in regards to 50 Hertz and 75 Hertz. I plan on doing another, and if y'all are wondering how I tune my music to those frequencies, I use this app called Uptempo, and that's what allows me to do that. And I'm going to go to the forte piano sound on this one. The Korg Kross does have a forte piano, and that's one of the piano sounds on here. Alright, so, and I'm going to tune my keyboard to A449. Going to hit the global button and switch. It's already in master tune. Just got to turn the value dial until it hits 449. Alright, there we go. And we have 50 Hertz and 75. I'm going to turn off the reverb. So we all know 4th of July is coming up, and I'm already planning on what songs I'm going to do for bandlab. I'm probably going to do a mix-up of a few songs, patriotic stuff, and I'm probably going to do like 2 songs. They're going to be in the key of G, but when I put them through the Uptempo app, which is the pitch adjusting and tempo changing app, I'm going to put it to 50 hertz, and we will be using 50 hertz and 75 hertz. The keyboard is tuned to 449. That'll give us 50 hertz. And approximately 75, although 449.5 will actually give you 75. And that would be D2 on the keyboard. Alright, so let's see, here's a little preview. Oh, this key, some of the keys do play a little loud on here, and I know what it might be. It might be some dirty contacts within the keyboard. I will have to open up this keyboard at some point. Normally I don't do this, but at some point the keyboard will have to need an internal cleaning. And this is an 88 key hammer action keyboard. Well, not necessarily graded hammer action, but I've seen it, I've watched some videos, I've seen it done with smaller 61 key keyboards like the Yamaha Piaggio series, and I've seen it done on a Korg 49 key MIDI keyboard. I don't think anyone has really done it on a digital piano, so this will be my first time. But anyways, here's a little preview. Oh wow. Listen to that 50 hertz and 75, especially on the piano sound. You know what, let's go to some of my synth pads and listen to the sound. I actually made a harpsichord. I took an existing harpsichord and I made it, you know, on the Korg. It actually, let me go to the harpsichord sound. That's one of them. There. Okay, so on this harpsichord sound, they do have touch sensitivity, and I know why Korg did it. It's because it's still in a sorry about that. I don't know why I'm stuttering a bit, but they still want to imitate the piano playing, and that's why they do touch sensitivity. But on my harpsichord sound, there's no touch sensitivity on it. I made sure there was none, because harpsichords did not have touch sensitivity, and plus the preloaded harpsichord does have a bit of a brighter, more nasally sound, but on mine I modified the sound. Still sounds bright, but it has a little more of a fuller sound, which sounds more like a harpsichord. And if y'all listen closely, you can hear it, the other oscillator, and it sounds just like a harpsichord. And because of the master tuning on the keyboard, yes, it's playing 50 hertz and 75 hertz. Alright, let's go to the synth pads. Put Master Effects on. Let me try a warmer pad. Some of these pads I actually modified from the pads that were in the string section and actually made them sound more like synth pads. There we go. And that's just a preview of that one. And we'll also do, I plan on doing the Star Spangled Banner. It will all be through bandlab. But I plan on using the harp sound and maybe the hammered dulcimer sound. But again, it will be played in normal tuning because I'm doing it through bandlab. But when I pitch it through the up-tempo app, if y'all don't know what up-tempo is, it is a music app that allows you to change the pitch and speed of your music. And that's how it works. And you can do all the slow and reverb stuff. That's 50 hertz and 75. Oh wait, let's go back to that one. Now let's hit G2, which would be the top keyboard. The roll and go keys is tuned normally, but this you can definitely hear the 50 hertz and a bit of the 75 hertz. Here's my gaita. That is my Asturian and Galician gaita, and this is also an example of C brillante, but it's not tuned to G. The drone is tuned to C. And there's my gaita, the Spanish, Galician, and Asturian. Oh, there's another. Wow. You know, the 75 hertz sound is kind of cool. It almost sounds, kind of sounds like a fan a little bit. Let's see if I play this note. And then hold it down with the pedal. Bring the pitch bender down. It sounds a bit like a fan. It worked better if I actually use, let's see. Let's go to, I need to find a sound that's more, not the harpsichord. Let me find a synth pad. Oh, there we go. That actually sounds like a floor fan vibrating against the hardwood floor if you listen to it closely. I'm holding the pitch bender down, so you actually get the 75 hertz. This is E, but because I'm bringing the pitch bender down, it's playing the whole step below, so it's playing 75 hertz, which will allow this A0 note to play 25 hertz, which is actually an octave of 50 hertz. It's the octave below. And there it is. And that's just some previews of what is to come later. There will actually be more Revelation audio experiences soon. More 50 hertz and 75. And more of the 4th of July stuff. Now, there will be 4th of July music that I'll be putting up. But I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you like what you see, please subscribe to the channel. And thanks for watching, and as a way to say goodbye to everyone, with 50 hertz and 75 hertz on my new Korg Kross emulated electric organ. And I will see y'all soon.